Okay, so the problem I have with this sink in my basement is that we've come down here many times and we smell poop, like fumes from the sewage. And we're like, what's going on? And every now and then it's like, well, I finally took a close look at this sink in the kitchen part of my basement. And it's funny I didn't recognize it sooner, but this is like a science experiment in plumbing. Like, it's ridiculous. But what I noticed right away is you've got your trap right here, your P trap, which is supposed to fill up with water, and then that water will then not allow gas to come back up and stink. But right here, it goes straight up. So there's no water trap, so the gas is always continually coming out of the sink, which is what we're smelling. So what I'm going to do is rip this apart and fix it the way it should be done. So there won't be any problems anymore. So I've got to cut this out, cut these pieces out, and build a new one. But I'm going to reuse some of these things because he just made it so big. No idea why. The guy was an idiot. Maybe I'm an idiot sometimes also. But anyways, I know I'm going to do it right. All right. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drain the water from the system. And an easy way of doing that is just going to do it here. And here. And just remove this piece. Well, it should be easy. There we go. So. All right. So I'm going to reuse this thing because there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe cut it off here. And there you go. All right, so let's take out the second one. Ryan, go upstairs and go get the vacuum cleaner.
Hey, this is my little metal. I'm not supposed to say anything. What's a boxing?
Jeez, that's long. Okay, so when you make these cuts, you're not going to have clean edges. If I'm going to be reusing these parts and if I'm going to be attaching it, you want to make sure the outside's clean. You could take a emery cloth like this, just rub it around the edge. It's going to remove a lot of that. There, the edges are all smooth, as you could see. And now once I clean it, there'll be a good bonding surface. There's a little bit in the inside, and it does that also. So now there's nothing to cause any problems. That's a great way of doing it, super fast. You could use a file if you want. This stronger one is even better. This is what I would use. I would use emery cloth. Look at that. Perfect. That's ready for your bonding. This one right here. Actually, I might have to redo this cut. So let's just not do too much for now, because we don't know exactly where we're going to be going. Okay. That's all done. Okay, so the first part is going to be connecting this. So what you want to do is you want to put the thing together dry and then see how it fits. And then once you've got everything all the right sizes, then you glue it. So for now, we're just going to start putting it together dry and just get an idea of where we're going to be at. Okay, so one goes there, one's going to go there. This one's going to go here. I shorten them because I don't want this thing going all the way down. There there's no need for it to be that long. Then at this point I'm going to put in my 90s. 90, which is going to be a 190, it's going to go there. Is that it? I don't know how far is it went. Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. Yep, that's it. Another 90 is going to go there. Okay, so there's going to be one like that, one like that. Then it's going to go to a T, which is going to go like that. So I'm going to need some length of pipe, which I've got. So let me just visualize this. This is going to come to a T like that. So it's going to go like that, and then there's going to be a 90, which is going to go like that. Now, I put it right like there. The hole's right here. So this thing's going to have to end up like there. So this is going to have to be shortened. So it's going to have to be shortened probably to about like that. And then it's going to go like there. So I've already kind of visualized it. That's how it's going to look. So at this point, I think I could do this part right here. And then do the size of that last. So, yeah, and then I could adjust the height of this as a final step. But I've also got some play in here. I got some up and down. So I'd say that I can connect it there and then take it down. Yeah, this would go good like that. That would work out good. Yes. Oh, it's going to interfere with that. That's the only problem. If I wanted to remove it, yeah, I need to have a gap. So I've got to do it something like this. I got to bring it down to here in order to get it out. Okay, so about there. Well, let's just do this. So this one's going to have to be about there. I know this is going to be like this. I was going to go in there. This is going to be down there, something like that. Okay, so if it goes like that, then I could, if that's fixed, then I could still drop it. And how far before I remove it?
That's like you.
Oh, I could do it. Yep, I could do it. No,
Dad,
just swing it.
you like always doing this.
This is complicated, dear. So I'd say that's how it's going to look. Something about right there. So I need a length from here to here. So, how am I going to make this? It's going to go right there. I'm going to need about that much. Probably about there. Yeah, that should be good. Wait, what are you doing? Stop doing that. You're not doing something productive. You're doing something non-productive.
I have no clue what that means, but take it.
I'm going to put this union here. You recording? You can stop recording. All right, let's continue with this dry fit right here. Let's just see how it looks. There. This piece, go like that. It's gonna go like that. This will go like that. That should be about there when it's done, which is plenty. That's about there. And this one goes about there. So now what I gotta do is I gotta put a piece in here, which will be about that length. And on the another piece right there. Let's go cut those. Look through it, it's perfectly clean. We'll go there. Let's see. So now that's a dry fit. So if you look at it, this is how it's now going to function. A little different than before. So both taps are going to drain down, go into the T, they go into the P trap. This will fill up with water, and then it goes out. So no gas is now going to be exiting my sink ever again. Thank you. So now all I got to do is the dry fit works. And now all I got to do is connect everything. And now the other thing I'm keeping in mind is that for this pipe, it's always good if you could take it apart when you want to clean it. So what you want to do is, how would you take apart this when you want to clean it? Well, you'd simply undo this right here, which would disconnect this pipe right here. And then you could drop this down from here and then remove it. So this is how you're going to remove it. So that's also good, because let's say this is plugged and you wanted to clean it. It was plugged beyond Drano. Well, you would just simply go like this, put it back in, and reconnect everything. And that's something always to keep in mind. You don't just want to rely on Drano. You want to be able to fix things down the road. All right, I'm just going to vacuum this all up, and then we're going to go and do the connections. All right, so the black stuff, the black plastic is ABS. For ABS, you need ABS cement, which is the yellow stuff. Step one is you get the primer, which is basically a cleaner. It's a solvent. You put that around the edges. It kind of softens it up a little bit and makes sure it's clean. Once you put on the solvent, the next step is to put on the cement. And this stuff, you put on both ends. This stuff glues really quick. So it's just going to go like that. And you want to put it on and just turn it a little bit. That way it just goes right around. And that's going to harden like really quick. So that one's done. Now we're going to do this other piece right here. This one. Cleaner on both ends. Next goes the glue. Then you just go put it in and turn. I'm using it way too much. So those two pieces are done. Just gonna make sure. So that's gonna go there like that. That's good. Then it goes up to there. Next piece is gonna be this one right here. That goes in there like that. That one's done. There you go. That's straight. See, it's perfectly straight. So these pieces are all glued. Now I just got to do these pieces. Let's do this one first. messed up. Tighten this thing up. So we'll just let this cure a little bit. Okay, now we're going to do the final test. You got the tap flowing. Is anything leaking? No. So now what's going to happen is, yeah, normally you do not cut out a hole like this. The guy who built this was probably the same idiot who did that. Normally you just have a tiny little hole. That's it. And then you cover it with a beauty ring. He was such a genius, he decided to use this. Anyways, I'm going to put it back together the way it was, and that'll be it. Alright, so the job is done. I tested it, it's not leaking. This is how your sink should look. The water should flow down. It should then flow into a single P-trap. This part right here will then exit into here. And this is going to stop gases from going back up into either of them. So this is now fixed. So my problem is now fixed. What's also really good about the way it is now is I just loosen this one right here, loosen this one right here, loosen this one right here. This whole piece can be removed, just drops right down. So it's going to be, if I ever have a clogged drain, I could remove this one, unclog it there, or I could take off this whole piece by unscrewing it here, here, and here, bringing it down and cleaning it. So it's going to be very easy, low maintenance, long term down the road. So that's it. Thank you.